Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Nikki, and I'm a Client Implementation and Success Manager for the FACS Childcare Management Platform. Today, I'm going to walk you through the childcare management system so you can see exactly how everything works and what your staff will be using on a daily basis. As we go through this, I'll show you the key areas of the system, how they function, and how everything connects together throughout the day. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We'll start here on the dashboard. This is the main overview screen for the classroom. Right away, you can see the classroom name, the current ratio, and a snapshot of the students in that roster. You will also get a quick visibility into key areas like messages, daily reports, and attendance. So this is really helpful home base for staff and administrators to quickly see what is happening in the classroom. From here, your left-hand navigation menu is what takes you into the main areas of the system, so that's what we'll walk through next. First, we'll go into the check-in and check-out screen. This is one of the main day-to-day screens your staff will be using. Here you can see the list of students in that classroom, along with their status and any notes that have been left. From this screen, staff can check students in and out, and the system records that in real time. There's also a search option, which makes it easy to quickly locate a student if needed. You also have the ability to relocate a student to another classroom directly from this screen if you need to. So if a student moves rooms during the day, whether it's for ratio purposes, staffing, or scheduling, you can easily update that in real time. This screen helps simplify the check-in and check-out process while also making sure your attendance data is accurate and up to date. Next is attendance. This screen gives you another way to view and manage attendance for the classroom. You can see the selected date, review each student, add notes, and update times as needed. So while the check-in and check-out captures the real-time movement, the attendance screen gives staff and administrators a broader attendance view for the day. This can be especially helpful for reviewing records and making sure everything is documented correctly. Next, we'll move into activities. This is where staff can log updates throughout the day for students. You can see that the staff can select a student or multiple students, choose an activity type, and then complete the details for that activity. For example, we have chosen food, and staff can enter details like the meal, the quantity. You can give it a title and a description, have a date and time entered before you post that activity. You can also see activity history for each student, which gives a record of updates that have already been posted, including things like behavior entries or incident entries, along with details like time and staff present. This is a really important part of the system because it supports both classroom documentation and family communication. This is a great segue to show how those activities appear from the parent side. In the parent app, families can see updates posted by teachers throughout the day. That might include naps, meals, playground updates, or other classroom activities. Parents are able to stay connected to their child's day in real time, and they can also interact with updates through likes or comments depending on the type of post. This creates a much stronger connection between the classroom and the family because parents are not just receiving end-of-day information, they are seeing updates as the day unfolds. Next is messages. This is where staff can communicate directly with families from within the system. Parents can also directly message teachers. You can see the inbox on the left, and on the right is the message composition area, where staff can select students, enter a subject and a message, and they can also upload media. This keeps communication organized within one platform rather than relying on separate tools. It also helps make sure the message is tied to the correct family and student. Now we'll move into reports, which is a really valuable area for administrators and program leaders. There are several different types of reports available depending on what information you need to review. First is the activity report. This report shows logged activities for the selected date, including the student name, roster, type of activity, description, details, and visibility. This is helpful for reviewing what has been documented throughout the day and keeping a clear record of student activity. Next is the attendance report. This gives you detailed attendance information, including the student name, roster, date, check-in and check-out time, and who checked the student in and out. This is especially useful for accountability, auditing, and maintaining accurate attendance records. The behavior report, let's load this really quick. This report focuses specifically on behavior-related entries and gives you visibility into the date, student, roster, description, and any additional details. This can be useful for identifying patterns, documenting classroom behavior, and supporting follow-up conversations with families when needed. Your daily report is an overall summary of a student's day. From here, staff can submit these reports individually or in bulk. You can see the last time a report was submitted. If we click View here, it'll show all those attendance records and activities. This gives families a clear end-of-day snapshot of everything that took place during their child's day. The relocation report. This report tracks when a student is moved from one roster to another, along with the date, time, and staff member involved. This is especially important for schools that need to monitor room movement for compliance, operational visibility, or licensing purposes. And last is the ratio report. This gives you a summary of an overall compliance, total violations, and rosters monitored, along with a detailed breakdown of time, roster or age group, number of students and staff, what your current ratio is, the required ratio, and the current status of either compliant or over ratio. This is a really strong administrative tool because it helps you monitor whether classrooms are in compliance and quickly identify any ratio issues that might be occurring in your center. Next is the students section. This is where you can view the students in each classroom, and if you click in, you are able to see their demographic information. Pickup emergency contacts are also listed here, family record information, and medical data. Your staff section is where your staff members are within the system. And if you click into a staff member, you can see their demographic information as well as their emergency contacts. Families is where your families are listed within the system. If we click into a family name, we can see all of the family members and students associated with this family. If we click into a member of the family, we can see their demographic information, employment information, and also control different settings. Parents can also control settings in their parent app. Now we'll look at scheduling. Under classrooms, you can see each classroom, its capacity, and its current status. This gives the structural setup of your childcare program. If we click into a classroom and hit Edit, this is how administrators manage the classroom setup, and they can set capacity, age groups, and even availability in this screen. The availability option is really helpful for programs that have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday programs to really see which class is active on which days. If we go back to scheduling, we also have rosters. The view shows each roster, the classroom it's connected to, the faculty assigned, the students assigned, and the roster's current status. This is important because it helps connect the classroom staff and students together in one place. If we hit Edit here, this is where we can manage those teacher to student ratios, see the staff and students that are assigned to this class, as well as that availability option down here at the bottom. Finally, we have settings. Here you can configure parts of the system experience, including kiosk settings. For example, you can control QR code expiration frequency, generate a new QR code, add optional check-in and check-out notes, enable health screening, and require signature capture. This gives schools flexibility to tailor the check-in and check-out experience based on their needs. Let's take a look at what that kiosk actually looks like. Parents can either enter their code or they can scan the QR code from within their parent app. They then select the student they're checking in or out. Here's an example of those health questions that can appear, and then also their signature. This makes the process quick and flexible for families while also keeping everything digital and tracked in real time. So instead of having to use paper sign-in sheets, everything flows directly into the system, which supports attendance records, reporting, and compliance. So overall, FACTS Childcare Management is designed to keep your classrooms, staff, students, and families connected in one place. It supports daily operations through check-in and check-out, attendance, activities, messaging, and reporting, while also giving administrators visibility into things like relocation, ratios, and classroom structure. It also helps strengthen family communication by giving parents real-time visibility into their child's day through the parent app. Thank you so much for taking the time to walk through the system with me today. Please reach out if you have any questions or would like to get started using FACTS Childcare Management for your center's needs. Have a great day.